But when you're funny. Tell me how that goes.
It's barbecue.
I know, but what's the... Oh, I get it. Never mind. I was going to say, what's the point of the spatula? But then now I'm just tired.
You just got it now?
Yeah. And, you got a problem with that?
You know he's wearing... Wait.
We're wearing flip-flops.
Flops.
I'm like, okay, no. This is the dad look.
No, it's not. No, it's
Well, he had a real beard.
no, that's a mustache. What's the matter with you?
Same damn thing. Something spur on your face.
Because most dads barbecue with their flip-flops on.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
What kind of dad is that?
I don't know, but my dad does that, so hey.
Your, the bottom button? The bottom button, he's like, come on up.
Oh, sorry.
Come on, these two were just making me uncomfortable.
But your dad probably doesn't wear jeans, pants, and
Yeah, no, he was.
Oh my god. Above his knees.
He wears his, yeah, no, wait, no, couldn't fix that. That's easy to fix. I'm tired.
I cannot wait to see Mr. Moss. Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't
How
do
do you get
that.
your eyebrows to do that? Is it fake hair?
It's
Really?
It's eyeliner.
Tyler?
What if someone just came to class and did all that?
Tomorrow the rally is lit.
Who cares about the dumb rally?
Tomorrow is the,
I'm not going.
bottle of
When are we gonna do that?
SEX.
What's it called?
Cafeteria.
Cat.
Sexist?
Yeah.
Hey, you like that fish?
Flip-flop.
My dad was so excited to help me out with my outfit.
Are those your sandals or his
Because
sandals?
it is.
That's
They
hilarious.
fit.
It's funny.
Oh my word. I was getting out of my car this morning and I was looking around at everybody in my room was dressed up like this. I mean a couple other guys dressed up. I was actually expecting more for this day. This is all his stuff, except the apron, this is my clothes.
Your dad was just like that.
No, he doesn't dress like this. But he has all this. I really was super tired to do that.
Spring and summer food barbecue. I barbecue in the winter. I have Cheetos. We're on Forest Run.
Well, that fast.
I was gonna say something kind of
You're wearing flip-flops.
I was
What? Say it.
gonna say let's I promise. No, that's like a C.
Okay.
Oh, you heard that now?
I've gotten so many looks. Everyone's looking at me. When I walk
Really
by.
bad. This has your eyebrows look real.
I mean, okay, like I went over with dark brown and then I'm black.
Mm-hmm.
Really, yeah.
But your hair up here was real.
Yeah, like that's what it is for you.
Mm-hmm.
How are you doing that? It's make your makeup now. I don't know now. She's been on for a mall.
Fuck crazy. All of that.
When she,
Okay.
There's a Kardashian.
she came to my junior prom.
She went in your
Remember when
prom.
she crashed someone's prom? That was my junior prom.
Oh, that's
Or junior prom.
No.
And I know the kid.
Freaking- Yeah, I went to elementary with him.
I was in school, middle school with that kid.
He's such a shit.
Is he still
Yeah.
here?
No, but I was really pissed because I wanted to enjoy my prom.
Adam, Ruth Pulver. Dang, girl, that stuff is strong. It is strong.
If I was one, I didn't buy it, okay?
Is it back in body? That's
Yeah.
why. You're not supposed to use that in class. This is like you spraying some perfume.
This is just low shit. My hair gets dry easy.
That ain't gonna help it. This is cocoa butter. I'm not going to buy it.
I really want to see Mr. Wallace do that.
You have a camera to do it, yeah. Remember that? What are you? Oh, you weren't in here. If you're like, one teacher was giving out cookies for them because she made the whole class dance. And then she gave them cookies. And Mr. Wallace wanted some cookies, and he was like, okay, I'm gonna dance for this. I got him dancing.
Where at?
Amen. Ooh.
There's some weird lady in there.
Good lady, what's your name?
I don't know.
Open your door. Oh yeah, I don't have to do anything.
Dang.
No, I do.
I'm already on chapter 8.
Okay.
We still doing my notes though.
I'm already done with it.
We still gotta do more of this.
What did you guys do yesterday? It was like you guys
We would review this.
This is the first one you've ever taught without Mr. Wallace being in the classroom.
All of them are from boys.
Everyone needs to Mr. Wallace.
See Mr. Wallace. You should put your head down like you.
I can't get the
Well, we were.
Austin, why
Hey,
you there?
Mr. Wallace.
Oh my god, baby. You look like a fucking guy.
Ernesto,
What?
would you go back to Ludwig's today?
Sure.
Thank you.
I never did it wrong. Look at the dude. What's wrong with
Oh
you?
my god, it's Spirit Day.
Bye-bye.
Just want to smell some gum?
Yeah, dude.
No, thank you.
Oh yeah, thank you.
I'm just reading. I'm just I mean, well,
All the dogs by itself.
Hey,
Thank you.
I just never went.
hi, Jenny. Hey, just want to give you a heads up. I sent Ernesto back your way. Would you guys have a talk to him about throwing out F-bombs casually in class? Please. Thank you so much for that.
You have a sticky note?
Sure.
Thank you.
Did you bring your textbook
Yeah,
today?
that's what I need to say.
Really? Oh.
No, she forgot it.
Greetings, everyone.
Well, I'm
So what's
It's barbecue dad versus soccer mom day.
Oh, gotcha.
So I'm barbecue dad.
Barbecue dad. Okay, I like it. That's cool. So that's why Mr. Gruff had all that. Barbecue. Ryan, So you don't have to chase up so when you say hi to people, Ryan, go on from here. You don't want to run up at them,
Yes.
okay?
Yes.
You're gonna freak them out. You don't have to run up at them, just say hi. Do that. Samantha, please. Thank you. I'm trying to be business here, you know.
So yeah,
That's what's going on. That's, so those are those your dads?
this is all my time.
That's, I knew it.
I just tell everybody, you should go on.
How does it
Just
get
go up to
to
you?
you?
Say hi. Don't
They have like a,
afterwards.
they have a drawstring. A drawstring, like it has a.
Or Velcro.
Yeah. Ash has both.
Are those swim pants?
What did you have for dinner last night?
What
Those are not
did
your
I
dads.
have?
Those are cheese.
I
I
had-
like cheese.
I had pasta.
What? With, is it like red sauce, white
With,
sauce?
artichoke sausage and
Oh, that sounds good. And did you say carrots?
no, tomatoes.
Tomatoes. No sauce, like olive oil,
There was
Parmesan,
a
a
juice.
juice.
It was from the,
Did you say from the goose? There was a juice
No.
from the goose? What, are you trying to spit out rhymes?
no.
1 second, please. It might be.
My mom.
No.
B-14?
It didn't work. Chicken, you had to take
Is this one of his names?
take the bone off. the chicken,
Wow.
What's
or
that?
cut it up.
Well, I have to eat my
She made like, we have like a big family bag of pasta. And she put.
Why is he even, man, I mean, I thought I made it clear he's in my, he's like, right? I put that in an email. He's on my caseload, contact me. You know, am I in that email? Maybe I'm in that email.
Oh, and then you're going to eat it.
I thought I did. Oh, I am in the email.
You gotta take, I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, just tell him that. Just say, hey, man, you don't need to CC me. I'm not dealing with it. Okay, so, I haven't checked my email and I'm not gonna like just, you know.
That's the.
Jesus. Why can't people figure this stuff out? Yeah, right? Yeah. You know, I'm gonna play dumb. I'm just gonna say, oh, I didn't see this until afternoon. Maybe in the future you might wanna call here or get a hold on it.
At least you don't have an
Okay.
iPhone, because if you said.
Okay.
It shows that you're right. What are we doing today, Mr. Wall? At least you don't have an iPhone, because if you read it, it will show that you read it.
Gmail still do that. You can actually see it if someone
You can see someone read it.
Oh, I see what you guys are saying, yeah.
You can't say that.
I can say whatever I want. You don't like it, you can just, you know what? Here's a quarter, call someone who cares. Oh, you like fruit, Nicole?
Actually, the phone is recording. You're not 25 cents.
No, it's barbecue dad.
How much do they still pay?
They don't have it anymore. I have
That's
my.
pretty good.
So payphones don't exist?
No.
It's like real time difference. Yeah, you can get a lot of money.
Good morning. What is that?
Only you.
There's still
If
big
anybody
films
does
in
this,
the
you
jail.
can smack them.
That's not a payphone.
There's only a couple other guys who dress that. I was really excited because I thought people would dress that today.
No, it's only.
I was like really excited.
Just ow.
Yeah.
Girls are looking outside the front door.
You still got payphones. No, in China. Just kidding. I forgot that there's a class over there.
Oh, I wasn't saying it was.
I just didn't know.
That's why I said, did you see it from that person?
Yeah.
No, I would have never accused the person.
Right, no, but I just, if anybody else did, you know what I
Gotcha.
mean?
Gotcha.
Just an observation.
Oh my god.
Okay, it's International Women's Day.
Yay.
Yay.
Alright.
Follow your dreams, work hard, you can do whatever you want.
Black Lives Matter. Okay, I'm trying to watch Netflix.
What are we doing today, Mr. Wallace?
Nothing, just chilling.
Are you taking roll?
Yes.
Awesome, thank you.
I watched like 5 seconds of the news last night.
5 seconds of the news, and what did you learn in the 5 seconds that you watched the news?
That someone beat a puppy.
Someone beat a
Yeah.
puppy.
Yeah.
Oh, they should get beat. Back.
I couldn't find anything else to watch.
So you turned on the news, saw that someone beat a puppy, you was like, well, I'm not gonna
I
watch
don't
this.
like to watch the news.
Okay.
What happened around? You started really and never.
Oh yeah, I don't, you know what, I don't, what happened was, I started taking roll, because I didn't know if Chris was coming back.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, no.
I sent him out.
Okay.
Ow! The phone rang.
Yeah, what she said, you didn't go around the mission.
I know that.
And the phone rang.
Well, and then the phone rang,
Yeah.
and then I was gonna take roll, and then, okay.
Yeah.
Libby, did you say, oh, yeah. Sausage, tomato, artichoke, pasta, juice from a goose. Okay,
That rhymed.
thank you. Devin, you just gonna stare at me? You alright?
No. Any day now.
I had homemade.
Homemade quesadilla. Who made it?
What is that?
The quesadilla?
Wait, is that a quesadilla or quesadilla?
No.
Do you know why we call it a quesadilla?
No.
That's a line from Napoleon Dynamite. It's their grandmother. Do you guys know Napoleon Dynamite? You know who that is? We'll have to watch it. Maybe.
We already watched it before.
Ryan, go ahead and have a seat. I want you to, I have a packet for you. Chris, would you please make a Ryan folder for U.S. history?
Yeah.
So we can keep on the desk and that's it. Ryan, have a seat. I'm gonna give you the packets. Ryan, you can't keep going into Mr. Feld's class. Okay? You gotta stop that. If you go in, they're gonna call the VPs. So don't keep going in there. And they're gonna have to remove you, and then we're gonna have to call your parents in, and all of that. Stop going in Mr. You know who Mr. Feld's room is? You know which room I'm talking about? The computer room. You have to stop going in there.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to go in there. Are we clear?
Yeah.
There you go. Work on, so finish this, remember, take your time, write out the definitions for each of these words, okay? Take your time with this. Don't just rush through it. Can you stick these in there? These are all for Ryan.
Yeah.
We can keep it, are we keeping work for students on like this file? Perfect. And then if I'm not here. Okay, guys, where do we end?
My tape is gone.
What?
Your tape is not gone.
Or my
That's
tape is
quesadilla.
It's right here. Why would you put it there?
Cool.
That's fine, I would have taken it over there,
I put it right here so you can do that.
but that's not where it came from.
It came from you. And he was fixing
So why didn't you say, Mr. Wallace, I'm done?
I went like this and he was on the sidewalk, so that's how it is.
Nicole? Good enough, good enough, that makes sense. What you're saying makes sense. I'm quit looking at yourself, taking pictures, sending pictures of yourself with a penciled in mustache. Okay? Yes, Chris?
I need to have David come over here. I'll call that.
Okay. Is it about math?
No, it's about his health quiz.
Okay. Samantha, you never got to say what you had.
Chicken Asian salad.
Chicken Asian salad. Was it from Louis? No? Okay.
It's from a bag from the store.
From the store.
You
Gotcha.
remember?
Okay.
It was the chicken, frozen chicken, but you have to cook in the, I cooked it in the microwave.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
I should have put it back in the microwave because it was making pop noises. I was like, I better stop it. He must have known.
Big deal.
So I'm going to see my cousin's little baby tonight, for dinner. Should I?
You're gonna see the baby for dinner? That's what you're,
I'm gonna go to.
at dinner, you're gonna go to your cousin's house and see your cousin's baby. Gotcha.
And so, should I keep this off? Should I keep it?
If you wanna confuse the
How old's
baby.
the baby?
Yeah.
He's a year old.
Hi,
Brian didn't return?
he did. He should be. Whoa. I don't know what you did to her, but she just threw a safety dispenser at you. Oh, Ryan! He's probably in this area right here, unless he wants to have this speech today. He was just out. But he's either gonna be this talk after. Yes. He and I did talk to him, so, you know, yeah, I've talked to Ryan about where he's supposed to be or not. I don't know if it's gonna help, but. Were you finished with what you were saying? Oh, you were just asking, should you wear that? Yeah, wear it. It'll be fun. It'll be fun for your cousin, right?
Just kidding.
You know, I don't think kids a year old, and I only say this because of my own experience. My grandson, I was telling him he was a good boy, he's like 2.5, and he said, "You're a good boy too, Grandma." I don't think they think that we are boys and girls when they're 1 or 2.
Yeah.
I don't think they realize that. It was so cute.
Andrew, what did you have for dinner last night? Ground control to Major Tom. How is he not on drugs? I feel like I'm having a flashback from the 60s and I didn't even, like,
Samantha's a potato.
Ran across from Read the first sentence.
Potato.
It's in the back row.
Hey, so what did you have for dinner last night?
All right. I had a tomato, onions, lettuce,
Oh, you had sopes.
and cheese, beans and meat, and sopas with it. And then I dip it in the beans. Then I put tomato sauce with it, and a hot sauce with it.
Okay, that just sounds nasty.
Then I put cream with
Why is that sound nasty?
Onions, tomatoes.
Well, I mean, people eat onions. Do you not eat, do you like onion rings? Well, but, okay, so listen, let me explain something. Hey, stop, you're freaking me out. During rounds, you know the expression, if you got nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all? During rounds, you are being asked to say what you had for dinner last night. This is not an opportunity for us to judge other people's foods. It's an opportunity for us to speak out, to be heard, and to say what they have, and maybe teach somebody something else about a different culture or about a different, this is not an opportunity. It's not like the person turns to you and says, hey, I ate tomatoes last night. Now, if you want to say, I think tomatoes are disgusting, that's fine. But during rounds, this is not a place to be negative Nancy's. So please, Hi Tanisha, don't be a negative Nancy. Thank you. Hi Pat, what did you have for dinner last night?
Pizza from
Papa Murphy's?
Yeah.
Well, what kind of pizza? I'm gonna guess a cowboy.
Remember cowboy?
It's a cowboy. You know what a cowboy
It's not
pizza
the
is?
one
It's your
with
basic
all meat.
combination.
No.
There's like meat.
We had a cowboy and then we had like a stuffed pizza. Like it was 2 layers of pizza and then meat and sausage and a bunch of stuff in another layer. But,
Okay.
and also we were gonna have pasta, but it failed. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I tried to make it, but I don't know.
Chris, can I ask you to if you could step, just check the hallways. Could you see, I don't know where Ryan is and I don't see him. Could you just see if he's in the hallways at least? Maybe look around that corner towards, PE,
Or behind the
Please.
building over there.
Yeah.
I'd like to go over there.
I know. Okay, cool. Were you done?
Yeah.
Nicole?
Add cabbage, carrots, red potatoes, and cornmeal.
Cornbread,
No, cornmeal.
cornmeal.
Corn and meat.
No, cornmeal. It's like, you know how you make tacos?
Tacos?
No, tacos.
Hot roast.
Oh, pot roast. Okay,
It's
yeah,
that meat, but it's not that meat.
Got
it's
you.
meat.
yeah. Okay.
Corned beef.
No, it's cornmeal. It's like,
I got you. We're good.
Well, like, so, is it made with corn and it has meat in it? Or it's just made with corn?
it's meat, but it's named cornmeal.
No, so I think what you're saying, corned beef,
No, it's not corn.
it's not corned beef. Okay, well, that's fine.
Corn chicken.
Corned meat, that's fine.
Otherwise, she would say corn.
Oh, wait a minute. It's vegetarian.
No,
Oh, did they come in a box?
no.
Oh, because there is a brand of vegetarian fake meat called corn, and it's spelled with a Q. True story. But that's not what it is.
I'm gonna ask my aunt when I get home what it's called.
I bet it was corned beef. Is the meat kind of like pinkish, almost reddish looking?
It's big, and you have to like toast that.
Yeah. Oh, here, I got a question for you. Was there like a layer of, a real thin layer of mustard on it?
No.
Oh, because that's a popular way to do corned beef.
Sorry.
I bet you don't have to apologize. I bet it was corned beef. You guys might call it corned meat, but I bet it's corned beef.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Tyler, what did you have for dinner last night?
I
Excuse me.
Oh, yeah.
didn't have anything.
Okay, Rita, would you like to say what you had for dinner last night?
Had chicken, mashed potatoes, and something other.
And she said something from Edorays. Edorays is a pastry, really nice European pastry, and they have like dainty pastries and it's good stuff. All right.
What do you have?
Oh, right. Oh, I made couscous, and then I set that aside, and I made tofu and mixed vegetables. I did bell pepper, zucchini, and I did it in a curry. Here, I'll tell you what. I'll show you what I had because I needed
I
it.
don't have time for all that.
I make time.
Huh?
I make time. I make time.
Like, what time do you go to bed?
So here's I always chop up like peppers, tomato, cucumber, so I did that. And this was my dinner right here.
Is that egg?
No, so that's tofu, and why it's so yellow is I use curry seasoning, and I sauteed vegetables, and I mixed the tofu and the vegetables, and I mix it in with the couscous. I know, we're good, I saw. So that's my lunch. That's what I had for dinner last night. But I also had with that a bowl of chips and salsa. I forgot to mention that this morning. So, Tai, one of the things that I've tried to do over the past year is eat healthier. And one of the things that I've discovered, there's opportunity cost for it, right? It takes more time for me to do it. But I get a lot more satisfaction. I save a hell of a lot more money than eating out. And and it's healthier. So that's one of the changes I tried to make in my life. But it does take time. But I cut out other things. I don't watch as much TV. I don't party. You know, I don't drink. I don't hang out at bars, things like that. Seriously, I mean, and I'm not saying it like, oh, so therefore I'm special or something, but what it does is it gives me more time to do things that I want to do. So like I have time to work out, I have time to make my own meals, but it takes discipline to do it. And I sometimes like there are times when I come home and I'm like, man, I'm tired. I do not want to cook.
So then you just don't work.
No, I just
Or
suck it
do
up and
work
cook. I
something.
just do it. I do it. You know, it's just like, it's so easy. Like what happens when I leave my college class, I'll be driving home and I'll be like, man, it'd be so much easier to get some fast food joint or get a burrito. you know? But then that costs money, and the food that I make like that, that's 3 days worth of food, and it was all like basically under $10. The box of, well, did you just fart or something? What the hell was that? I'm like talking to him. Brian, you farted? No, Andrew did.
I'm telling you, he's here.
Oh, yeah, no, I knew that. Thank you, though. Why man, you teenagers, you really, like, it's really frustrating for me. Like, I'm just saying, I knew that, like, did I say, Libby, did I look at you and go, God, I knew that. No, I said, yeah, I knew that, right? I was all like neutral and stuff. You're like, well, what are you doing that to me for? I wasn't copping an attitude. You know what? Because it's your initial, you gotta slow yourselves down. Assume goodwill. Okay. All right. Open up to chapter 6. Well, you guys want to review terms or chapter?
Neither.
Okay, then do your work. Work on chapter 6.
Awesome, I'm back.
Why don't we just do notes?
No.
Wait, let's not do notes.
Oh, yeah, notes. Good.
Wait, let's not do notes. Let's redo the notes.
Nicole, too late. Take out your notes.
You're getting,
Take out your notes. Excuse me. Open your books to your classroom. Let me put it away. I take
Who
it
is
away.
done with chapter 1 through 4? No one, exactly. You're right. Boom.
Hey, Ryan. We're working on our package.
No.
Let's work on our package.
What you doing? Act like you're
Oh,
pooping.
let's work on your package. Okay. So we're going to start on number 12. We're past subject. Excuse me, guys. Take out your notes. Take out your textbook. Open your textbook to the glossary.
What happens if we don't like it?
We're on number 12.
What understood you?
Libby, did you finish?
No.
Those like four, well, you need to get the definitions for those terms. And you're not getting credit for homework until you do. And you need all the credit you can get. Oh, did I just say that? I did. Alright, I shouldn't do that publicly.
Yeah. I was gonna say, what's the point of
Like you care.
what's the point of having this paper when it doesn't have a back on it?
Say what?
How can you guys copy paper onto a piece of paper?
Yeah, it's
It doesn't
like
have a
she
back on
would
it.
get like,
There's a good question, because some people like to use paper that doesn't have lines on it, so you guys have an option. You can either use the line side, or if we do a business letter, you could use the blank side. Let's say on one side, we're doing a budget, and you want to organize things on your budget. On the line side, you can, and then the back side, you can work out the math problems, say in Econ. Not everyone wants lined paper. Okay, but you got lined paper if you want. Then if you want blank, you got blank.
Mom, took my pen.
Never knew paper would get so much done. Each side would be for a different time.
And you can use a ruler and make it line.
Okay, number 12. Next one. We got taxes, we got regulations, we got subsidies. GDP. What's GDP, guys? Okay. Gross domestic product. Is So, GDP stands for gross domestic product. I want you guys to know this. Just so you guys know, nationally there are formulas that they use GDP for determining how much. I'll give you guys an example. All of the NATO member nations of NATO are supposed to dedicate, they have agreed to dedicate a percentage of their GDP to helping third world countries. Okay? So they'll use this, so they'll determine what's the GDP, and then the expected contribution by the members are based on their country's GDP.
That's 7 or 1.
That's a 1-year period. So it's all goods and services produced over a 1-year period. So notice I didn't say in a nation, so the GDP, we could talk about the GDP of California, we could talk about the GDP of the United States, we could talk about the GDP of a region, okay? But typically, if we're talking about America's GDP, we're talking about all goods and services produced in America over a 1-year period. Right now, do you guys know what country has the highest GDP in the world?
China.
Nope.
Well, will.
I said right now, not will. So right now it's the United States, and I believe one of the predictions I heard is by 2024 or something, China should surpass us. Okay. Why are you shaking your head? You got something against the Chinese?
I'm not shaking my head. I'm just shaking your head.
I can't even
You're right.
look at.
What do you want me to do? What do you need me to do? Do I need to erase it?
No, it's
I
not.
need to rewrite it? Do you need to get closer?
No. Oh, now I can see.
Well, it's a miracle! She can see! Okay? 13. Law of demand. I would like someone to go to the glossary and give me the definition for law of demand. You guys know the formula, right? As demand increases, what happens to prices?
The tendency for the price and.
The tendency.
It just says tendency.
How is it spelled?
See, yeah.
Tendency. Thank you.
Tendency for the price and the quantity demanded to move in opposite directions.
Right. So price. So if demand increases, what will happen to the price?
It increases.
No.
I mean, it decreases.
Decreases. And if demand decreases, what happens to the price of something?
Goes up.
Yeah, do you guys remember why we said it goes up? That's a question. You guys don't remember? You guys remember the whole thing about chairs? If I'm selling 50
Yes.
chairs as opposed to 5 chairs, why do I have to increase the prices of my chairs if
Scarcity.
demand goes down?
Scarcity.
No. Why do I have to increase the price of my chairs? This isn't about scarcity.
Because you have more.
No, I have fewer
I
chairs.
mean, yeah, fewer chairs than
So
having.
why am I in
To
business?
make a profit.
To make a profit.
Boom.
So I have to raise the prices of the fewer chairs that I sell to create a higher profit margin. So, law of demand.
These are what, oh,
Do you guys know the expression vice versa?
Yeah, either which way.
Okay. Right? I'm giving you guys the simple one. As prices, or as demand increases, prices, I should say prices and production. Not production necessarily. Now, sometimes a market could create a scarcity, and people do that. They will create a scarcity in order to control prices. Now we're going to talk about law of supply.
You know, like Nestle and their water?
Say again?
Like how Nestle bottles water and they control the water.
I don't know. I didn't know Nestle even bottled water.
Oh.
First, give me the law of supply, and then you can explain to me what Nestle does with water. What's the law of supply? Devin, give us law of supply.
Keep going out of your stuff.
Law of supply.
An increase in the price of a good leads to an increase in the quantity of supply.
An increase in what?
In the price of a good leads to an increase in the quantity supply.
What? Law supply increase in price.
Well, you can all turn to that page. You all have a glossary.
Increase, in the price of a good leads to an increase in the quantity of supply. So that makes sense.
Does it make you uncomfortable with me standing so close?
Yeah.
If I started rubbing my cheek against your forehead, would that freak you out?
Oh, God.
Okay. An increase in the price of a good leads to an increase in supply. Why?
Wait. Increase in the price.
Let me ask you guys something. Would you rather sell something while something is worth a lot of money? Or would you rather sell it when it's not worth a lot of money?
Something worded is worth a lot of money.
Boom, there you go. So what that tells you is, listen, nothing is produced unless it's being bought. You guys understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, like shoes.
Yeah, they don't get produced unless people are buying them. Now, there are some people, like I said, who will, like, and when we talk about like homes, say, they will sit on land, they will sit on homes and wait until that moment when the market is right and they can sell it for the most amount of money they can. But those kinds of places, those kinds of corporations have a lot of money and they can sit on goods, okay? But if there's an increase in prices and there's a demand, again, what is demand, Tyler? Demand is the want and need combined with what?
Something that is.
No. It's the want or need of something combined with the ability to buy it.
Yeah.
So if prices are increasing and that thing is selling, look, why stop increasing the price, right? When do you stop increasing the price?
When people stop buying.
When people stop buying, and that's when we talk about the equilibrium of supply. As soon as it reaches, so this kind of saturates, all right, now people are gonna stop, so we're gonna stop right here. Now we hit the ceiling. Okay? And, all right. So that's the law of supply. An increase in the price of something leads to an increase in supply. Or it can. And finally, does everyone write this down?
Yep.
We're gonna hit a 15, 16, we gotta get the,
I'm on 16.
okay. Yeah, well, you should all be on 15. May I erase or are people still writing?
Wait, actually, Anthony might have been.
I don't know. What the hell is that?
He's brushing his hair.
Are you serious? You don't know.
Possibly, yeah.
Or maybe he's just looking at himself in the mirror and laughing.
I can see that.
I can't. Do you guys ever see those old Burger King commercials? Where the guy wakes up in the morning and he opens his window and the Burger King is standing there like
Yeah.
No.
laughing?
That's funny.
That's the commercial. And then like it cuts, so this guy, like he wakes up and he's like,
Yeah.
he opens his living room window, the curtain, and there's the Burger King with the big
Yeah.
head. And he's like, and then, like there's no food or anything, it says, wake up to Burger King.
They're calling you Jackson.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Hey, we're on number 15. Hello? Number 15, Adam Smith.
Adam Smith.
Adam Smith. Who is Adam Smith? All right, page 21. Look at page, excuse me. Look at page 21 and give me a summary of who Adam Smith. You guys don't remember?
He's an English philosopher.
Do you think we're going to study an English philosopher in an economics class?
No. Sam Smith.
Early American what?
Economist.
Thank you. I know Tyler remembers. Who advocated for what? I want you to tell me what kind of economy did he advocate for? You're going to have to turn to page 21 to answer that. You should be able to finish that. Adam Smith, an early American economist who advocated, hey Ryan, remember when you go outside, look at me. You have to be where I can see you. When you go over here, I can see you. Right? So you have to stay in this area. So you can see my window.
Boy.
Rita, it's supposed to work on a test.
Send her seat.
That's just great. Be inside my room, he takes off running around the freaking corner.
What? Yeah. I couldn't find him. I don't know where he was. I walked all the way over the road.
And he was right here the whole time.
No, he's going to his locker. That's his locker run. I know his locker run and I know his bathroom run.
Do they look the same?
Nope. They don't. What did he do? What did he advocate for? Did he advocate for a communist economic system?
No.
A socialist society? What?
Free market economy.
Who advocated for a free market economy. And of course, what is a free market economy? We'll get to it. Right? Thank you, Tyler. He advocated for a free market economy. And we had that for a while until a couple of major events. Sparked mostly, believe it or not, you guys may not know this, by coal miners.
Coal?
Uh-huh.
The black stuff that you put in the fire?
Yep, coal miners.
Did you find that out about volcano? Oh, trees.
I thought I saw a UFO.
I think it comes from decomposing things.
Oh, are you asking what coal is? Did somebody ask that?
It's not the inside of volcanoes. That would be magma. It's from decomposing things, like, could be plant life, could be dinosaurs, it creates gas and oil type pockets in your.
He's right.
Our cars
We're
are
gonna switch to the
fueled
next one.
by dinosaurs.
Because we have like 5 minutes.
Did you guys hear me singing this? Oh, you guys don't.
No.
I sang, don't you
Yeah.
forget it. No, wait, what song did I sing?
Oh,
Oh, I will always love you.
Yeah.
I sang that song to Mr. Taylor on, have you guys seen Victor's microphone?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it doesn't
So
sound.
they were watching a movie and so they had like the curtain, so I put the microphone right up to the curtain and started singing. Here's the thing, they didn't know who it was.
Wow.
Oh, God.
Number 16,
What?
Karl
Marx.
Marx. So that's on page 52, and I want you to identify what country he's from, who was he, and what is he famous for?
Jesus.
Oh, well, there is some.
What's that? And he's gotten a lot of bad press. He's gotten a lot of bad press. Because,
German?
there you go, he's a German. He's a German what?
Economist.
There you go.
Political activity.
German
I don't have a pen. It's not on the floor.
economist. Can you give me his dates, please?
1818, 1883.
83.
Thank you.
You're right.
Famous for what? No, we're not going to say famous for. What did he advocate for?
Well, manifesto.
Okay, here's what we'll write.
He predicted.
Who wrote the Communist Manifesto. That's it, just know. That's what he wrote, the Communist Manifesto. So he wrote a treatise on a utopian society whereby the society, everyone took care of one another. Everyone, hey, do you want me to kick you out?
No, I'm trying to get my pen. So it's kind of like on the other side of my chair. So.
If you ever need help, if you ever need help with it, let me know. I'm not helping you with it. So he wrote about a utopian society, but then what happened is you had people who were living in really oppressive societies who decided that they were going to latch on to this kind of like blueprint for how to run a society. But then those particular people became tyrants, dictators. And I think if anything, there's a lesson in this. It's that it's really hard to create a utopia when you're dealing with human beings because we're so imperfect. Whatever you want to call it. Okay? So we're so imperfect. And that so we try, what did I hear? There's a saying about our democracy here in America. They said it's not the best system in the world, but it's the best of what we've got right now. And we can stop with that. You want to put away your stuff, you may. Libby?
What?
I need to talk to you outside.
No, I don't know where that is.